Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down, Commodores.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Marshall's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So
makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. He wants to throw it again. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's now second and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Herd!
Number 5.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Starling. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Got a man, it's Kendricks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Commodores are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. San Jose State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the Silicon Valley. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass. This time on target. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Marshall quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The give to the single back. Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught. Finds a seam. He's at the touchdown, Vandy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Brooks. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He'll try to take it back. Touchdown! Thundering Herd! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the touchdown doors. Once he got some room, it was over.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Marshall, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, punt. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Commodores! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
31. Marshall, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. To the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
38. Marshall, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got a long road ahead of them if they intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the... Oh, he's got some space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
First down, Commodores.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Brooks. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Kendricks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Starling. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And it's good from 58 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Commodores will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Banks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Kendricks. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Brooks. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Starling. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Mills. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. He leaves it with his back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown Doors! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Marshall, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. That's caught. It's Humphreys. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So 1st down will open up the final period. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Marshall will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Turning it on! Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They try to pop a run on the draw. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Washington. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pugh. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
At the 28. That's a first down for the offense.
Gonna look downfield again. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They boot it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Kendricks. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Marshall will be forced to punt. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. keeping it on the ground with the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.